This section is called Life is Rarely a Straight Line and sponsored by HSBC, and we talk to the players about the struggles that they've gone through in their careers and the networks that they have that help them get through those tough moments on and off the field. Ariana, when we were in the Tokyo Games, you made it to the games, and then in the first match, you tore your ACL, and things obviously got flipped on their head. But then it went through all the way to Paris to being a completely different experience. What was that moment like? Who helped you through that, and how did you get through it to come through the other side?
Yeah, the ACL injury was like, I was obviously not expecting it at all, but it was really hard for me because I was on a high for my first games despite us losing. And after tearing my ACL, it was like over for me. I knew I had no more chance of like playing for the next year. I had to go back to college. So I think with the help of my sports psychologist, like Peter Harble, like he's been very helpful in not only this in Tokyo Games, but also like Paris Games. I think I struggle more mentally with the pressure of the games from Tokyo and Paris. That's been my biggest struggle, is like the pressure of just the games itself is such a huge tournament. So I remember a specific moment where Peter, we did this activity where he put a cup in my hand and he was throwing like paper at me with all of my like doubts written down on the paper. And he's like, are you gonna, like, he said this time, don't look at the cup, just look at all the doubts, try to swap them away. So I was standing there like trying to swap them away, the water's falling. And then the next time he did it, he said, just look at the cup, focus on just the cup, which is the game. And no water spilled. So I use this, like, it was a good visual for me to use, like, when I'm in the games. Like, focus on what's in front of you. That's all you need to worry about. Don't worry about whether, like, the loneliness or all the thoughts that come back. Like, it just gets really scary. Like, all the other just thoughts just come up. So just focus on the goal at hand. So that's kind of how I became more mentally tough from the last games and how I got through that.
Oh, that's brilliant, and that's such a great visual and a nice way to be able to process things, because sometimes you get caught up in everything and you're like, can't really see through it, and then something as simple as looking at a cup of water and everything being thrown at you. And you were the first rugby player from Dartmouth College to represent at the games as well. Did they reach out? Did you have a strong network there when everything didn't go your way in Tokyo?
They are so supportive. Like, when I went back to school after the ACL, like, everybody it was just so much love, like, through the media, through just support from coaches, teammates, like, everything. But they had a great, like, sports, like, PT person.
Yep.
So every day I was working with her, and she was just, like very detailed, too, like, intricate, making sure, like, watching me through everything, making sure that I was doing every exercise right, and I really appreciated that. At the time, I thought it was like too much, but now I'm looking back, I'm like, she really did care. Was like measuring my quad every week. So yeah, it was really helpful. I had a great community and support.
That's fantastic. It's great to be able to have that support, even if you don't realize at the time and things don't go your way. For them to reach out is so helpful, and it's worth its weight in gold, really. And Perry, you were first in the NFL, you were signed, and then you picked up an injury there, and then you were released, and you have to then transfer and go into a new sport and figure that all out, and obviously that paid off massively for you. And how was that in terms of a transition?
It was tough, because my first dream and my first goal was always playing in the NFL. And I felt like I was right there. I had the opportunity. I was right there. And then the next thing I know, it's just taken away from me. So it was hard to, like, transition to figure out what was next for me after chasing it for so long. And once I saw that the sport of rugby is going to be an Olympic sport, I'm like, you know what? I still have opportunity to be on a big stage, to represent my family, but a way out to show other people, hey, it's more than just being stuck in the hood kind of deal, and like, it's other opportunities to get yourselves out. And I'm like, man, I can see myself on cereal boxes, billboards. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be an Olympic athlete. I'm about to go play rugby. I'm gonna learn rugby. So I went to learn rugby, and it was tough. I went to Ohio, and man, I just felt like I wasn't getting my opportunity. I wasn't getting a breakthrough at all, you know. And so it was like times where I was like, you know what? I'm done playing. I don't want to play anymore. Like, everything's been going on for so long. I haven't got the opportunity I needed. And it just made me think about the same situations happening with the NFL. It's like, I was told I'd get a futures contract. That never came back around. I was told to do like X, Y, Z, so many different workouts. I did it, still nothing. I went to so many other workouts for CFL teams, still nothing. And now here I am playing rugby, and I felt like I was getting the same thing done. Like I never forget, I went to Scotland to play in the Melrose Sevens. And then it was like, this is your opportunity. You got to face Carlin Niles. Well, first of all, I never even got to play Carlin Niles. We lost the first game. So, you know, my Melrose is like one and done, you know. So I never even got to play against Carlin. And so there was that opportunity gone. And then I was like, okay, you got to go to Rugby Town and destroy Rugby Town. Go to Rugby Town, nothing happens. Go to National, nothing happens. So I'm like, you know, I'm done with this, playing sports, going back and forth. And my mom's telling me, I'm getting older, you know. My mom's telling me, hey, like, you might have to start working now. Just like let this little juvenile dream go. And then one day I just get a phone call. I never forget, man. I was working at a pest control company, and I was like, I had just did like their quarterly where they just spray their house down and on the outside and stuff. And I never forget, I get a phone call, and it's like, hey, we want to offer you a contract. Man, I wrapped that hose up so quick, jumped in the truck, and I just sat there and just started crying. And I'm just sitting in the truck, and I'm like, yo, I just got offered a contract, man. I'm like, can I be done for this? Like, hey, man, wrap it up. You're done. We want to give you like a going away party. So just the support just from like people that was in my corner backing me up the whole time, though, just like keeping me there, like wouldn't let me quit. It's been everything. And I just feel like whenever you face hard times or injuries, support systems is everything. Support is everything, because when you feel alone, you have all these thoughts when you're by yourself, you know, and then like when you have people that's there to help you, it allows you to get through these things, you know. So that was the biggest part for me, though, when I went through my injury with the NFL, was I felt like I had no one to turn to at the time. And I get it, because when I talk to people afterwards, like my best friends and stuff, my brother, it's like, I didn't know what to say. And you like, what do you say? You know what I mean? You don't know what to say. So yeah, that was it for me, though, man. The support system was everything to get me through.
Yeah, fantastic. What cereal box are we getting you on, Perry?
I don't know, man. I thought about the Wheaties, man, but it didn't work, man. That never came through.
Shout out to Wheaties. We're going to get you on
Wheaties, man.